So President Trump threatening a 100% tariff on movies made in other countries. The White House says that it has not made a final decision on this, but the president ordering the feds to begin the process.
Our film industry has been decimated by other countries taking them out, and also by incompetence, like in Los Angeles. The governor is a grossly incompetent man. He's just allowed it to be taken away from, Hollywood.
The president also giving the order to reopen and expand Alcatraz, the former prison in San Francisco Bay, posting on Truth Social, quote, "We will no longer be held hostage to criminals, thugs, and judges who are afraid to do their job and allow us to remove criminals who came into the country illegally. The reopening of Alcatraz will serve as a symbol of law, order, and justice," he writes. "We will make America great again." So with that, we bring in Steve Hilton, Republican candidate for California governor. Steve, always good to have you with us. Welcome.
Great to be with you, Martha.
All right, so let's get your take on the film industry, because the Motion Picture Association says that they export 3 times what they import, and they believe their trade balance is in pretty good shape. But we know that it's cheaper to make movies in other places, and that we see that happen for that reason quite often. What's your take?
Yeah. Well, it's exactly right. And the film and TV industry is leaving Los Angeles and California, one of our iconic industries, to such a degree that a couple of weeks ago, you had a report from Realtor magazine saying that LA could become the next Detroit. And the reason for this is the same reason so many other businesses are leaving and so many people are leaving, which is everything is so expensive. The taxes, the bureaucracy, the permits, the fees. It's a nightmare doing anything in California. And that's what we've got to change. The housing costs are a huge part of it. And that's what you get after these 15 years of one-party rule. And that's what I'm running to change.
It's obviously movies are like everything else. You have pieces of them that are made in other countries. They might shoot something in one place and bring it home. It's like, suppliers who get Chinese parts and they make their washing machine in this country. So how do you think it might work? And do you think it could actually revive the industry in California? How would you be part of it?
Well, I think as I understand it, it's Jon Voight's idea. He's a great leader in Hollywood. He actually endorsed me on day one, and I think that could help on one side of the equation to deter foreign production, but we got to do something about the nightmare that it is to do business here in California. Just one other example, Martha. I was talking to someone who runs studio lots. The climate extremism now from the Democrats, they're banning the kind of generators that you need on set in order to produce the lighting and all those other things. So all these Democrat policies are just adding up to a nightmare for anyone trying to do business in California, including in the film and TV business.
I remember when Mark Wahlberg moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, he wanted to start a whole big studio down there, and he's working on making that happen. Quick thought on Alcatraz, reopening it. I think right now you can visit it, right, like as a tourist, but what do you think of this idea?
Yeah, it's a very iconic stop on the tourist trail in the San Francisco Bay Area where I live. My initial reaction was like, wait a minute, don't we have enough criminals in California without loading up even more and bringing them in? Look, I think it's a federal property. I think it's a classic Trump idea. It's creative, and it makes the point that we do need real deterrence for people to understand that if they commit crime, you're going to have serious consequences. We need that right across California. One last point I'd make, Martha, and people who think we can't have change in California. I'm standing here in Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach. Charlie Kirk's behind me. Look at this crowd here in California, all wanting change. We're going to turn this nonsense around in California. People who don't think it's possible, just watch.
Well, California has a long history. It's been a while, but of having Republican governors, and it's one of the most beautiful places in the country, and it has fallen on some pretty tough times. So we'll be watching. Thank you, Steve Hilton. Good to see you.
Great to be with you, Martha. Thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.